I was made aware that we could even see a little bit of the moon tonight. So I feel great, and I'm especially happy to finally be joined by our wonderful host, proprietor, mirth maker, the man behind the curtain, Mr. Tim Freeman. Let's hear it for him. Big roar from the crowd.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much for a generous introduction. I know that I'm not deserving of such accolades, but I will take them from you, brother. You are a beautiful man.
We're having it's nice to have a live one of our phone conversations in person.
Hey, what are you doing?
I call you probably almost as much as I call my own father, who I call once a day at the end of the day to check in. And you always answer the phone.
He's
for
a
me.
great man. I love your father. He's a great man.
Hey, and first, let's have a toast with our beautiful White Claws.
Claws.
This episode brought to you by White Claw,
White Claws.
the drink of weak men during hard
Weak
times.
men at hard times. Oh, thanks, brother.
All right, so this is going to be a wide-ranging conversation tonight, and I think the most important thing to talk about right now is obviously the festival, which is the reason we're doing all of this. And the reason why we come back every month to talk about all the wonderful things that we have going on here. We feature a lot of peripheral businesses and artists and contributors. But tonight we wanted to talk about some of the bands because, you know, even though we are still buried in snow, despite the sun peeking out, we know that's a tease. But spring's right around the corner, and that means that the solstice is right around the corner in June. So we're going to talk about what we have coming up for the festival in June. So hit me, Daddy.
Okay, so listen here, Daddy. We're bringing back some stuff that we love. We're bringing some new stuff to the stage, which has been one of our things over the years. Is always try and you know how people like the regulars and the things that they're used to. But also sort of enjoy, have them enjoy something new and different. And so this year we're going to have some new and different. And, every year it's really hard. There's so many submissions for different artists that want to perform. And it's really it's a challenge. And we would really love to have everybody, but we only have one stage, which is a good thing, right? It focuses all of the activity in the barn. And unlike other festivals, because we just have the one stage. But we do the one stage right.
You do the one stage the best of anybody I mean I've been at festivals all over the country, and I have never had the kind of production level and just sheer joy as I do when I'm on stage at Soul. And as much as it sounds like I'm being an asshole saying it, I really do mean it. It is something it's irreplaceable and replicable when it comes to just the energy that we get when we get on that one stage in the barn that is 50 feet away from us right now.
In slumber mode right now, getting ready for a raucous summer. You're right. It's the production team, the people, Mark Allen and Allen Audio, Dewan helping with us with the video.
He helps. Let's be honest. Can we just?
He makes it happen.
Can we just I do want to pause for a minute because Dewan is so humble and makes it so effortless. It's like you can look right past it. It's like you don't realize. I talk about it, maybe not enough, but I really do want to point it for a second because what we're doing in this barn and in this context and with Dewan's expert professional mastery of this technology, we build a multi-camera live streaming fully functional live recording studio during a live festival. It's unbelievable what he's able to do. Alpine Media, Dewan Jordan, absolute master of his craft. Let's hear it for Dewan, everybody.
Yay! Well, the synergy of all these talented people. And I think, so I am not a talented person. I'm not talented.
Not in any way. No, no talents.
I can't play an instrument to save my life. And, I was active in theater in high school and went to Interlochen as a counselor. And loved being around the arts and music, but didn't have the chops to be a musician. But I'm really good at logistics, and and so putting everything together, I'm like that jar of like artist best friend. You know, it's that the guy you open up and sprinkle on everything, and it turns out right. And that's where I take my pride, is the fact that I get, even though not being talented, I can be around all these super talented people, and I'm honored to have created, with the help of everyone, this outlet for great musicians to play, because I've come to realize that it's getting harder and harder to find good venues in the state for music. And Union Street Station, just a recent victim, right?
Well, but also clutched from the depths. That turned around. They're going to stay alive.
Mm. Good. Yeah. Yeah.
TBA.
TVA.
TBD.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, but I'll say, as an extremely talented musician myself, which I just am brimming with talent, and I pick up all the slack from what you're lacking as
Thank you.
as an
Thank you.
as an untalented
Non-contributor to society, right?
I'm out there on the ground, beating the streets, walking, stirring up dust. I've been at these venues. You're not wrong, and I mean, I'm joking about this all, but yeah, no, we see as artists, we see the venue landscape changing so much. It really what it's doing, I think, and what I'm seeing, and maybe this is just a function of age, but it's distilling, and it's really coalescing the dedicated artists and contributors into some very specific places. So there are some great locus of like dedicated arts presentation and performance and all that sort of stuff that happens. A lot of it's legacy organizations picking up a lot of the slack, but I think it also kind of raises the level of the demand from the artists themselves to say, okay, look, guys, like, this is very hard and it sucks, and I can tell you I am exhausted of trying to book stuff, but continuing to drive your talent up into the level where you can reach out and make yourself, make your art presentable and to the point where you really want to push it onto a stage. That's just kind of what the times demand. I don't want to take away from the unfortunate reality of losing these venues, but I mean, it's raising the level of the artistry in some ways to a point where it's really great. I was at the Alluvion on Monday night for Mardi Gras with Funky Uncle, who's been on the stage before, and
They've been bucking the trend.
and Big Greasy Funk Band. We did a dual show there, and just being in that room, the musicians, it was probably, I bet you there was 15 musicians, probably 15 to 17 musicians, every one of them. I mean, just amazing. I felt so lucky to be on stage with these guys, and again, I mean, most of them will be here in June.
Yep. As a matter of fact, Friday night they're going to be performing, and we've got this year. We have a returning guest, Killer Diller, great band, friends with a lot of us outside of the Lost Tamarack, and they bring super energy to the stage, and they're going to be one of the headliners on Saturday night.
I'd say they're not only great energy but tear jerkers.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've cried twice, being on stage and in the room listening to those guys. What they're doing with music right now is, I think, very important. And so I think being in the room with somebody like Killer Diller as an audience, as a musician, if you can get in the room and see this band, you will feel your soul filled.
Yeah, and the one of the great things about the artists, a lot of the artists, they come in, there's very little ego tripping. People are really chill. They come on, they're very professional, and then the switch goes on and they take off, and it's really great. Okay, so I got to tell you about Sunday. Sunday is we're going to have a locals day on Sunday. And it's really exciting because we had our last edition, which I've been trying to get to play here for quite a while, commit. And this shout out's going to Lee Dyer and Aaron Campbell. Okay, so on Sunday, we've got Kirby starting it out at noon. We have Aunt Vicky coming all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina to perform. The Vermeers, a local favorite of ours. Nasty Unwashed Cherries. I think I got in the right order. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It could be Unwashed Nasty Cherries. Are going to be playing at 6 o'clock, and the closer will be our local favorite, the Galactic Sherpas. So Sunday's going to be great because it's going to be like a family reunion. There's going to be a lot of great people out here, and for those who commit to being here the whole weekend, it's our bonus day because in the past we really didn't do Sunday much, but Sunday has now become a really good day for us to sort of hang out.
And that's, again, being having been on stage with a lot of these guys, that's a great thing because it sets the tone for the rest of the summer. This really is the first festival of the season for us up here as working musicians, and it's a great day to kind of like give some hugs, pat each other on the back, get on stage together, play music, and get ready for what is to come. So that's awesome. And that Lee and Aaron are going to come up for.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
so cool.
Totally. I was on the phone with them a couple days ago, and I said, you guys have got to come up here. You have family up here. There's every reason in the world. And they said that they might not be coming to Bliss this year, so this would be their trip up north. So,
Okay.
So they're probably an alternate reason to it, but a super talented musician, and Kirby at noon. I did say Kirby at noon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I did.
Yep.
Hi, Kirby. You're going to be playing at noon.
Happy birthday, Kirby.
Yep. And so anyways, Aunt Vicky at 2. It's going to be great. I'm looking for it. And they've played here before, and it's been a long time.
Let's talk about Saturday.
Okay.
We're going backwards.
We're all over the place. Saturday. Okay, so
Don't even worry about the schedule. Just give me the
I know.
bands.
Okay, so after Killer Diller, we have them scheduled at 10 o'clock. We've got a band called World.
Oh,
World.
the World closing it
Yes.
on Saturday.
Yes, they're going to play at midnight and play until 2 or so.
Can we talk about World for a second?
Yeah, of course.
There's always every time that we do a new band or that there's always that one experience at every festival. You have that one moment and that one experience that you take away and say, man, that was awesome. And it often comes from a new band that out of left field in a weird spot that nobody knows who they are. The band doesn't know where they are. They got on stage last year and crushed, and it was, that was an unbelievable show they put on last year. I don't want to set the bar too high, but
Yeah.
man, if you're closing Saturday at Soul, you did something right, and those guys checked all the boxes. That's a magic show, man. That's so cool that they're coming back.
It was a gotcha moment. Like after you have what you think or you perceive as the headliner, and granted, 10 o'clock, Killer Diller's gonna be rocking it, and we're gonna have a great time. But then it's like either downshift or shifting gears, and suddenly you're going 100 miles an hour in a different direction, and everybody kind of didn't know what to think at first, and then by the end of it, everyone's dancing, dust is kicking up in the barn.
I would argue that it was within the first 30 seconds, because it was like
they were great.
They got on. I
didn't know what they were. I honestly knew very little.
And I want to say, and I don't know, we're not on broadcast television. I just want to talk about like the psychedelic aspect to an experience that you're having in the room at these different times. And that word psychedelic, has a lot of different things, but the way that gears shift and moods change and the eclectic nature of this festival in general. But when you I think they followed, who did they play? They played after,
Gosh.
who's the kick-ass trio rock band?
Oh, the Mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played after the Mugs. They got Detroit rock and roll, like put in your
Dude.
face for an hour and a half.
11,
Yeah.
cranking, killer energy, and then it went from
That.
11 to and then 180 degrees
To
downshift,
acoustic.
and it fit perfectly.
Totally
I
fit
mean, it
perfect.
was
Everybody
like
was-
it was hilarious how awesome that was.
It was great.
It was awesome.
So, so we're going to try and replicate hopefully some of that energy. Opening the day on Saturday is a group from Lansing, Deer and Elk.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be playing at noon.
I really like those guys. Seem very cool,
Yeah.
and the music's awesome. Very talented acoustic duo. Great songwriting. Awesome sense of humor. I think I'm looking forward to meeting them. A lot.
I'm not from Lansing, but the song "The Big Penny,"
Yeah.
it's a good one, and being he's from he knows about the Big Penny, and
That was the hook for me when I saw that video. They really did it right. That was that's gonna be fun.
Okay, so then following them at 2:00 is Cabaret Boreal, and they're from Lansing. One of our favorite returning musicians, Andrew Brown. This is sort of a new thing that he's got going, and I guess you can probably find their stuff on YouTube. And I know they've played at the Alluvian and a bunch of other different venues. He's been here before as Jengaphonic, which brings that cool gypsy jazz sound. So they're gonna be playing it too. I know there's a lot more I could say about it, but I'm trying to keep moving forward. Now, there's a couple that not to be mentioned yet. So the midday on Saturday, we're gonna have some stuff, and we're just finalizing our deals with these last two spots. So at 8:00 right now, tentatively, we have Harmolodics, which Matt McCulpin, who helps out at the Alluvian, and all over the years,
No, not helps out.
he is the Alluvian, right?
He runs the room.
Okay, he's the man.
He's the man.
And he's also part of some of my favorite bands like Funky Uncle, Medicinal Groove. He's a part of the Big Greasy Funk Band, right? No, he's not a part of that band. Okay.
Funky Uncle.
Funky Uncle, Medicinal Groove,
Many other things.
many other things. Yes, he's playing with Harmolodics. So
Awesome.
they're supposedly a funk inspired band. I actually call Matt every year, and I ask him to give me some suggestions because he does have his finger on the pulse.
He does.
And he knows what's going on, and I'll say, hey, what would be the first couple bands that would come out of here that would be good at the soul? And
I had a quick conversation. I'll just deviate for a second. I had a conversation with him on Monday, and I said, man, I kind of feel the same way with you. I think you're less emotionally, crushed by this, but when you have a situation like this where you run a festival, or in his case, book a room, everybody knows you're a musician, and so you know a lot of people, and then musicians find out about the place. It's just nonstop wave of people coming at you. We deal with that here booking the festival, but I asked him how he was doing with that, and I can say honestly from the outside, he's doing it well because he doesn't have people aren't taking it the wrong way, I think, from him. And I think a lot of musicians need to hear this too. Believe me, everybody wants to play everywhere, and there's just a crush of people coming at you, and you just gotta make decisions and move forward. And Matt does a great job. You do a great job. It's a challenge of running something like this, but it's great that he can still be on stage and be an artist. Continue.
Yeah, he's where I can only do the logistics end of it and have no other musical talent. He's got both. He's an orchestrator. He's a conductor.
Yeah.
So I have the utmost respect for Matt.
Yeah.
And so I think because of musicians like him and everybody that we've had here over the years, it's really exciting. And this tonight I came on because I did want to talk about these artists, because I know people are saying, well, who's going to be playing this year? You haven't said anything yet, because a lot of festivals have already rolled out some of their names of who's playing. And I don't know if we're slow to the draw, but we never felt like we were in a rush to it either.
No,
So.
I will say this. We have selected all the bands. The schedule is yet to come out. We were reviewing our master poster.
We didn't talk about Friday either, did we?
No, but Frank, who's in the background behind Dewan tonight, showed me the master flyer with the graphic and all the bands on it. So they're booked. Everything's there. We'll get that out ASAP. We are, like Tim said, just working out some details. What's up with Friday?
Okay, so Friday, was it last week we had Jeff played, or last month was Jeff from Underleaf, I believe. Yep. And so they're going to be opening up Friday at 4:00. I think after that, and they're great. And he's a local musician, super talented. We've had him here before for our live stream, and super beautiful guy. And after that, from my very own Flint, Michigan, the Outfit, which
Nice.
is going to be playing, I think at 6:00. And
That's a good group, man. Great guys, monster musicians.
super good.
And
Yeah,
they get it. They like having them on site last year, and they did the ultimate soul experience where crushed it on stage, went out, played a gig, came back to the festival. I mean,
totally.
they had a real adventure last year, and it was great.
Yeah, it's so they we have so many different genres. We try not to be like we're not a bluegrass festival, right? We're not a rock festival.
Yep.
We try and bring all these different genres together and kind of squish it together, and hopefully it turns out into be really good stone soup, right? You just throw all the ingredients in and pray it tastes good. And they bring that bluegrass sound and a lot of those things that I think people like when they go to festivals. And yeah, and they are great. 8:00, I think we have. Who do we have at 8:00, Frank?
Those greasy monkeys guys.
No, the 8:00 was. You're talking about Friday.
Oh, it's
You
the
said
big
Outfit.
greasy funk band.
I thought we were Saturday.
No, you're Friday.
All right.
You're Friday. 8:00.
We'll talk about it.
I know. See, the big thing was we want it to be dark.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it to be dark so we can, it's a little bit better with the lights on, right? So, but they're going on at 8:00. So when it's solstice, that's not dark.
Yeah.
It doesn't get dark out here until 11:00 midnight.
Well, I mean, weather permitting, it
I know.
could get really dark.
Yeah, bring your rain gear, please. And if you have easy up tents, be sure they are strapped to the ground properly. So, big greasy funk band heralding from the Traverse City area is going to grace our stage. Some of my favorite musicians, John Archambault, love John, love this guy right here. It's a really super talented group that's going to bring that.
It's one of the
sound.
it's one of the best bands I've played with. Period. Amazing musicians, great vibes. No ego. I try really hard to
Bring ego.
I mean, I bring all the ego, and I'm like, come on, guys. Is anybody gonna call me an asshole? Nope, they don't.
The fountain of ego just keeps flowing.
No, it's just. I mean, it's amazing, and having a big band like that, it is very complicated to schedule rehearsals and to get everybody on the same page because all of these musicians work with other bands, and summer gets crazy, but the fact that everybody wants to play together in that group really does speak to the quality of the music. And I just got to give a shout out to Matt Prorock, who's the band leader. I met him. He's a transplant. He moved to the area, gosh, I maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and he has just got such great energy. He's done a great job putting this together. He told me about it years ago, and he was like, I want to do this. And I'm like, yeah, good luck. I said it in a nice way. I was like, look, I love this idea. If you can figure out how to wrangle the musicians you want, I will be in this band in any way that I can. I'm just telling you, it's really hard. And he did it. And I wasn't doubting him. I was just saying, look, there's a reality to this. And he did it, man. And I think it's a testament to him as a person and him as an artist, as a band leader. He's one of the best band leaders that I've sat behind, and I just can't say enough good things about him. Great guy. Matt, love you.
There you go. Big Greasy Funk Band. Join us at 8:00 on Friday. So following the Big Greasy Funk Band is Detroit natives and rock inspired. Yeah. punk rockers from Detroit, Michigan, that are adored by many here, and they were going to come back last year. There was an injury. I can't remember. Yeah, one of the members broke a collarbone, and they had to cancel, so they couldn't perform.
That's hardcore.
I know that's hardcore. If he was really punk, he would have played with the broken collarbone. But I'm just saying, Eck, shout out to you. I'm gonna break some bones. You're still gonna play. And then, so they're gonna play from 10 o'clock till midnight, and then at midnight, we've got another kind of. I'm gonna say we're gonna go from punk to surf music, and we're gonna have Rambo Tambo play at midnight.
Love that band.
And they're gonna sort of close out the night for us with kind of surfy, kind of relaxed. It's really
it's not. That's not relaxed. That band crushes.
Okay, they do crush.
Yeah.
And so what'll be great is that when there's so much energy in the festival on a Friday night, when people are rolling into town, you're getting your camp set out, and then these bands, they really know how to tap that live wire about when you're really excited and you're at a festival and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get settled in. I'm going to go down to the barn, and it's great. And, it's not that energy, to sort of tap into that energy. It's a main line. It's really awesome.
Main line, man.
Yeah, man, a main line.
So much. I can't believe it. I mean, and
Wow,
we sat at the table back there over the last couple months and made these calls, and it's such a pleasure to reach out and
funny calls too. I'd have funny calls.
We had some fun calls.
Yeah.
And to the bands that submitted that didn't hear from us, please don't take that in any way other than we just have to make choices, and there is a through line here. Don't give up on us. I would encourage new bands, to reach out. There really is no magic method to doing this. It's just sheer rugged determination. Stick with us. I don't think this festival's going anywhere at all. I'd say that we're going to make the Forbes 500 list. And in fact, I mean, if there's one thing I could say about this festival is we're rocketing to the top of the charts.
Yes,
we've been approached by several other. We've been approached by AEG and Live Nation. I mean, they really want to be involved, and we're holding them off. We're saying no. We're independent production. We got to take care of ourselves and our people. There's this place is just, we're just going up. We're just going to keep moving forward.
We're marching.
We're marching
forward.
Yeah.
I want you to be the first person to model for us our new shirt that is for our march forward into this upcoming year.
Oh, for the impending revolution?
Yeah, the revolution is here, baby.
All right, the revolution is being televised straight from the barn right now. And we have the new military green Lost Tamarack T-shirt.
Look at this gem. This is available now. We just picked them up this week. And if you want to join the cause and be a part of the Army, Greg Vanny Sr., I'm talking to you, baby. You can join us. And
we're heavily armed, and we aren't afraid to use our arms.
We have all the white claws we need. So, so there's, tonight we're blessed to have Aaron Otto returning to play flute for us. And he'll be performing in the very, very closing after the Sherpas at Sound of the Omega. It's kind of our
nice
Zen moment where everybody lays down in the barn and there's a sound bath and he's playing flute. And it's very transcendent. It's one of my favorite parts, not only the fact that I survived the weekend and made it through everything, but that I can lay around all these hippies and soak it in. And
are you
enjoy
awake or sleeping through this?
I think we've all fallen asleep. Frank fell asleep, and I fell asleep once.
Some of my favorite photos. I'll try to get a slideshow together of my. I always try to get a picture of you asleep somewhere at some point.
I'll sleep on, whenever it needs to.
And we're all subject to that. And honestly, I got to say, I mean, the production crew, Frank and Dewan and Nick and Jacob and all of the volunteers behind the
mutants.
scenes.
They're all mutants.
I don't want to say that Frank and Dewan and Jacob are volunteers. I'm saying that's our production team. They are
indentured servants.
The indentured servants. They're on the scene. Those guys work harder than I would say just about anybody. All the band's got to do is show up and play music. These guys are here from a month out till
Dano
and Dano.
Don't forget
till
Dano.
A month afterwards. And
Love you, Dano.
I just want to say that they put blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, and they will not be forgotten when we sell to AEG.
No, they will be forgotten. It's okay.
But the other thing I did want to point to, in between all of this, we have live DJs. We have a lot of love for the electronic music scene and for
DJ Clark.
and for
He'll be
traditional
joining us.
DJs. We've got for sure. We've got Frank, Jacob, Clark, and Brian Fisher for sure.
Oh yes, He
Spinning
does
records
late night mayhem.
all day, all night, every day, in between every band. The bumper music is not pre-programmed. It's being done live from right above the stage. So if you're standing at the stage, you just look up and you'll see the DJ decks up there, and that's as important as every other member of the team. And I think it's worth saying because I've swum in those waters myself.
Right? Oh, okay. So another thing coming up, because it is the end of February, we do a trail cleanup. Usually it's around May Day or the first week of May. And we all gather here and get our shovels and rakes and implements of destruction and go out into the woods that surround Weber Lake. And we clean up the lost Tamarack Pathway, which is actually where our name, the genesis of this event, was that trail, finding that trail, fixing that trail up, and making it available for people to use because it wasn't being maintained or managed. And so we do that. And then, of course, during the course of the weekend, we try and encourage people to come out. And we, like in the past, Nathan Wright, which I believe hopefully he's he specializes in native plants, and he comes out and does a trail hike and does plant identification, and it's really cool and it's super different. And so that trail is for everybody to use. It's our fun thing. So first we'll post on Facebook the exact day.
We also have Elise and Raquel doing the Healing Arts tent.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
I mean,
super
it's
good.
And vendors. I mean, this is an entirely independent rock and roll, punk rock, eclectic, world music, funk, bluegrass.
We have and Indian food.
I mean,
so good.
Our food's eclectic. Our music's eclectic. You'd be hard pressed to come out here and look for something that you can't find. And if there's something you want to do that we don't have, do it. I mean, we got a lot of room. People come out here and fly kites and
watch
paint
stars
and look at the stars and dress up. I mean, just what we're trying really to do is everything that we can to point our consciousness into the cosmos and invite
spaceships,
our astral brothers, to come down.
We finally made it to the meat of the evening.
Look, really the point of this whole thing is to point our consciousness into the universe.
Be ready.
And attract the fucking UFOs and the aliens. We need their help.
They're going to save us from AI. I swear to God. It will be the intervention of these alien life forms that will save us.
They are the AI, man.
Oh, no.
It's all the same thing, man. No. All right.
Okay.
We got to have the conversation. We got about 7 more minutes.
7 minutes?
I sent a reminder for about 40-minute talks. So let's just do this.
What?
I sat here a year ago and did a diatribe about my firm conviction and obsession with what's going on with the UFO thing. A lot has happened. It might have been 2 years since this has happened. Lots going on. I want to see what, I'm plugged in very deeply to this conversation and this disclosure community. But I want to know what the average Joe who's driving to his job, who may be drinking a White Claw, what are you thinking about?
Okay, well listen. I believe it was in 1977. I went to the theater and I saw Close Encounters of the Third Kind or whatever. Yeah. And it certainly made you go, what? And as a young, I don't know what I was, probably 9 or 10, and suddenly there's something out there that you don't know what it is, and it answers the whatever, Squadron 19, the one in Florida that disappeared. All these things get answered, and it all comes back to these guys who show up at Devil's Tower And at the end of it, a bunch of humans get on the ship and they leave, right? And one of Richard Dreyfuss, right? He's like the main character. And just whatever, a year earlier in 76, he's fighting a great white in Jaws, and now he's getting on a spaceship and he's taking off. And I'll tell you, and I'm a big fan of Star Trek, and I'm a big fan of things outside of our little globe, and I was always very hopeful that one day that ship would come for me. Can I go with you?
So, and now I will take the pop culture thread that you've set out there and say, in particular with Spielberg, there is in the community of people that follow this very closely, there is a contention that he is actually very well connected, and there's a reason why that film was made, and that he is aware of some things that people outside their average person is not. And he has a film coming out this summer that's called Disclosure Day, actually. So these are themes that kind of there's this kind of push and pull that we do with these average themes, but there's also some very real stuff going on in the news. Starting in 2017, I talked about this a lot. I would encourage people to look very seriously at this. Don't take it too seriously, but don't think it's a joke, and it isn't just Star Trek and Close Encounters.
That's a dream situation.
There's a lot happening, and even in the last week, there have been a lot of statements made by current and former presidents about the existence of this stuff, and it's easy to dismiss. I would encourage you to look deeper, and it's being talked about very seriously at very high levels, and I'm not one that makes big conclusions. I don't adhere to timelines. I would encourage everybody to ignore videos on the internet right now, but look at long-form reporting, legitimate journalists in journalism, and reach out and talk about this, because I think it's important that people confront this thing, because it's probably more important than you think. And for those that are already all the way in there hip deep, it's less important than you think if you're hinging your whole meaning of life on it. But it's more important than you think if you think there's nothing there. There's definitely something there. I've got some sources.
Of course you do.
That confirm this. I can't get more specific.
Don't.
And
Don't.
I would just like to say
I
love my father and his lifetime in service in the military.
He's gone too far. Let's get the choppers in.
They know right where we are.
Well, and back to this, also this conversation about AI and Steven Spielberg doing that movie called Artificial Intelligence.
Yeah.
And really, this is an old movie. It was quite a while ago.
All of that's built on IP, like that's built on a framework, and that's the other thing. We forgot how to read books. Science fiction's, Jules Verne started science fiction in the 1800s.
Sure.
Before we could even fly.
Sure.
So there's a tradition there. But going back even further, there's a tradition in religious texts and a lot of things that we're finding in ancient archaeology that are
lizard
unanswered.
people.
No, don't go. I mean, you see, you jump from you
want a common guys thing. That's what common guys say. Lizard people.
No, there's a reason why there's a through line in history, in ancient history, of things happening and people having encounters with phenomenon, and it I think there's more legitimacy there than people give it credit for. And
I like the archaeology, the finds, the technology that has been found. It defies all of what happened at that period of time, and yet somehow, there's a place where they discovered a natural battery, right, and it was producing electricity.
But this is the thing too. Like you can look at, and I found some great just history YouTubes that show some technology that's been developed in Roman times of like vending machines and powered doors, and it is just basic physics and engineering, but there's a through line in engineering and history and of science and physics and even our understanding of the stars. I mean, this stuff is just so much longer. So to think that nobody knew anything, and now that we understand how to turn on electric lights and use cell phones, we really get it. That's all built on a scaffolding of thousands and thousands and thousands of years of science and engineering and the scientific method. Material science is a real thing. I think there's a lot to be said for material science. Our perception of what consciousness is very specific to different cultures. I think all these things are interrelated, and I think the closer that you look at the current state of the conversation, you'll find that there's we're in AI is a great example. We're in a new frontier of our abilities to confront what we can do with technology. Now, that's all very ethereal and very heady, but at the end of the day, all we can really do is get on stage, have a White Claw with our friends, and
You have another one?
Oh.
You have more in there?
And in these troubled times, and we didn't even get into the politics of it all, but in these in these troubled times when all we want is to be left alone into our own devices.
Is that asking too much?
You've got a farm, you've got a stage, we have a gathering of artists, we have a wonderful ability to leverage all this technology.
We have White Claw.
Thank God for the White Claw. Okay. And
cheers.
So we're just going to keep forging ahead.
Yep.
And
that's all we can do.
We're going to get back in front of this camera once a month, and we're going to talk about all these wonderful people we know and what they bring into our world, and because that's all we've got is each other right now.
Stubborn buffalo.
All we got is each other right now.
We do, and a little less than 3 years, hopefully we can transform into a chrysalis of a beautiful butterfly. Still think it'll be some kind of distorted, mutated moth, but I'm in this day and age, there's so much on a daily basis that challenges us. We need to have an escape that allows us to get our senses and remember that life is more important than all of this shenanigans and fuckery. I think it was the term that we've used in the past, fuckery that's going on right now.
I say fuck the fuckery.
Fuck the fuckery.
Stick around for Aaron Wynn Auto. You guys have tuned into a particularly special episode of Live at the Lodge.
Super special.
With Tim.
And Greg.
Come and shake Tim's hand, give him a hug, hand him a White Claw in June. And we look forward to seeing you all out there. Get on the website and keep following us. Thank you so much.
We're coming for you. Thanks.
Slick shine off the steeple shingles. Hold tight, I hear wedding bells. Wanna meet the bird that rests in the cross. I'd take an axe any day. I'd take an axe any day. Okay. It's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. We came to live, I guess. It's strange silhouettes. We came to live. Storm cloud that's a half-broke window. Long night wrapped around my neck. I wanna be the bird that nests in the stars. I'd take an axe any day. I'd take an axe any day. Okay. It's all the same. It's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. We came to live, I guess. It's strange silhouettes. We came to live, I guess. It's strange silhouettes, I guess. I've seen love, baby, loving on my line. I've seen love, baby, won't you be my wife? And if you love, baby, won't you take my hand? And if you love, baby, let me be your man. No trouble, trouble most my day. I said I'm no trouble, hundred different ways. And if you love me, baby, won't you take my hand? If you love me, baby, let me be your man. Thank you, thank you.
All right, we're gonna keep it funky for you. We've got the perfect dance floor right here. I wanna see all my funky mamas on this dance floor. I wanna see all my funky mamas on the dance floor. If you want my loving, baby, all you have to do is be free. Well, we gon' really take a sip and take a breath, baby, to me. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause my love is here for you, and you know just what to do. And you so much.
It's Danny Muggs on guitar.
All right, we're gonna raise the devil for this one. Barn party. Our Halloween song: witches, werewolves, zombies, ghouls, six to midnight. Mr. Todd Glass on the drums track. And Mr. Tony Muggs on the bass. Takes you to play.
warm in here. So we're going with micro stage on the side of the barn. And we were lucky enough to have Aaron play last year at some point. And I've always enjoyed his flute playing. And he's been a part of the festival for the last few years and joins in with the healing arts activities, which really contributes sort of, I think, for people to sort of get in the right mind space to be able to enjoy themselves like that. And so, anyways, I'm not going to talk any longer. I'm going to let Aaron take over because it's much easier. I already did a bunch of talking earlier. So, Aaron, thanks for coming out tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just going to get to playing. Hope everybody enjoys. Let's see. Excuse me. I don't know how well you can hear me through the mic that I have, but the majority of my music is improvised, so I don't really have a set song or anything like that. A lot of times it's just how I'm feeling or an image in my mind that that I'm playing to, or a movie or dream that I'm creating as I play. And that one was a new experience for me. I haven't had this image pop into my head before, and it was a sea turtle swimming through the ocean, and coming up alongside a big whale, and then coming back in toward the shore and seeing jellyfish and all kinds of different fish, but it was more of a slow dance through the ocean with a sea turtle, which hasn't happened before, so that's a first. All right. Um, I'm really happy to be here. I'm always excited to come out here and participate. And it's an honor to have Tim ask me to come out and play, and it's an honor to play with, play and perform for people. Most of the time, I'm just practicing and playing for myself, and I almost said playing with myself, and that sounded weird. But yeah, it's great to be out here, and it's yeah, I just really appreciate being invited out. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Keep going here. If I can get my flute working. The air got so dry this winter that the wood in these flutes is just so dry, and that's my fault. I should keep them more regulated, but I don't want them to crack, which they're not, thank God. But they get dry and they don't want to work right. Nope. Sorry, everybody. Start over here. Sorry, I thought that was funny. They're acting up on me. All right. Let's see. I broke my finger this year. About 5 months back, and I'm still trying to get used to the new finger the way it is. Well, the old finger, but how it doesn't quite work like it used to. But yeah. All right, next one. Oh, it's doing good though. Yeah, thank you. One more good or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Usually it's like 45 minutes, you know.
Okay.
So rock it out.
I don't know. I'm always afraid that I'm boring people for some reason. But
Oh yeah. It's nice to be able to hear. You don't get to hear it. It's like not something you just hear every day.
yeah, yeah.
Honestly, it sounds like you're in a field on here.
Oh,
sounds so
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And
Thank you.
you could probably call that good, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching, and thanks, Tim, for inviting me out. And yeah, this is a blast.
See you in June.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Looking forward to it. It's in my calendar.
Right on.